Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. Chris Holman here from our studios at the airport, the Capital Region International Airport. Actually, we're going to go across state right now over to Muskegon, and we are joined right now by Norman Christopher, Sustainable Business Practices LLC in Grand Rapids. And Norman, it's good to have you on. And of course, you know, we saw each other again at the Inventors Coalition Expo. I love that expo. You get to see tomorrow, today, right?
That's for sure.
So welcome to the show. And let's talk a little bit very quickly about sustainable business practices and what you guys do.
Sure. We're advancing the practices of sustainability across public and private sectors. And right now, my concentration is really in the food area, which is a very fragmented industry in Michigan, but quite large, as you know. And I'd like to introduce you to Marty Gerencer. She is the executive director for the West Michigan Food Processing Association. So I've been in this space of sustainability, which has been a great journey for me. And it's continuing to grow, where sustainability is really the DNA in West Michigan. And Marty is the executive director, and I joined her board about a year ago. And she can tell you more about where the organization is today and what it's trying to do and its purpose.
Well, Marty, welcome to the show. It's good to have you here. And certainly, Norman, thanks for hooking this all up. How did the West Michigan Food Processing Association get started, and what is its mission?
Sure. So it started based on the needs of the industry. The industry came forward and requested an association, a network of sorts on the west side of Michigan to support our entire supply chain, from farmer to consumer, with a large focus on food processing companies and farmers, but also logistics experts and all of those partners needed along the supply chain. So it was really at a request of the industry to get this additional support. Our counties along the Lakeshore region are #1 in the state in terms of volume of fruits and premium fruits and vegetables, dairy and meat, and top 10 in the nation, honestly. We have a vast array, over 300 commodities we produce in this state. The focus of the association is really to be a catalyst for growth and support, economic development, education, certainly sustainability, supply chains, both regional and global, and to support our partners where they need it most.
So who are some of the major stakeholders in WMFPA?
Sure. So, you know, we work with small, medium, and large farmers and food processors. The ones you've heard about are Gerber, Nestle, and Kellogg, and Meyer, and Peterson Farms. However, there are many small emerging startups that we've been able to connect to Meyer, as an example. So now some of our healthier food processed products are on shelf at Meyer, as an example. But it's small, medium, and large. A lot of support from our industry as well as our funders to continue to grow this organization.
So I'll just throw this out to both of you. What are some of the current key activities that you're involved in right now?
Well, we've held various, I would say, network and summit meetings on topics of interest. Some recently have been around workforce development. We have an upcoming one on technology 4.0, which I think is going to be significant to improve productivity in these farms, to kind of like farm to table. So that's been one, and we've had one on sustainability, but there's a big initiative ongoing on food insecurity that Marty can touch on.
Marty?
Sure. We've been at the table with some significant economic development initiatives in this region, in particular, storage, cold storage, freezer, warehouse, honestly expanding their operations. We've also been involved with our educational partners, MSU, and other universities, and even the high schools, to support the future of food. Related to our quarterly meetings, we definitely focus on the future of food. This particular one coming up is October 5th at Continental Dairy. We are showcasing food processing and farmers, but again, our focus is really to be the catalyst, the coordinator, the communicator, much like your network.
Yeah, there you go. Put people together, right?
People to people, people to resources, people to funding, what it takes to move their business and their operations forward.
Marty, you got about a half a minute. What do you see the big challenges in the future for sustainability and the egg business, actually?
The ag business labor is a huge issue. Competing imports at lower prices with lower safety standards. Meanwhile, we are US's number one in the world in our food safety, but that comes at a price. So we need to really pump up the volume on the significance of this industry in Michigan and really throughout the world.
I think you're absolutely right. Marty Gerencer, Executive Director of the West Michigan Food Processing Association in North Muskegon, and Norm Christ for Sustainable Business Practices, LLC. Thank you both for being with us. Keep up the good work.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Chris.
You've been watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman. We'll be back with more.